you taking me to today, Mr. Crowman, your generosity?
Mrs. Thurston's cornfield. The wheat's almost ripe, and I want you on guard to keep away the starlings and the blackbirds.
That's right across the road from where my Aunt Sally lives, isn't it? I'll be able to watch her doing the gardening and hanging up her unmentionables. Here, Mr. Crowman. Who's that funny-looking scarecrow coming down the road?
I don't believe I know.
Good day to you, Mr. Crowman, sir. As you can see, I'm back.
Good gracious, is that you, Weevely Swede?
It is, Your Honour.
Of course. How could I not have recognised one of my finest creations? Yes, a superb piece of craftsmanship, if I do say so myself. That head alone took 3 weeks' work. And look at the finish, the detail around the mouth.
I don't see what's so special about him. He's just turnip, twigs and straw like the rest of us.
Yes, but what a turnip. Won the grand prize at the annual horticultural fair. Weighed in at 6 pounds 3 ounces. And the straw, specially imported, finest Indian hemp for durability. No, Worzel, this is not your average run-of-the-mill scarecrow. This is top of the line. Fine as I get.
Thank you, Your Honour. But as remarkable as I may be, I'll never forget who it was that made me.
Well, I should hope not. But what are you doing here? I thought you were on long-term loan to Brownberry Orchard in Gisborne.
They sold up, Your Honour. I was given a push. That's why I'm here, to see you, to see if there's any work for me.
Oh. I'm afraid work is very hard to come by at the moment. Demand has dropped off.
You heard what the Crowman said? There ain't no work for you round here, so push off.
However, a fine scarecrow such as yourself oughtn't to go to waste. Come inside, Weevely Swede. I'm sure you'd like a cup of tea, and we'll talk it over.
Mr. Crowman, sir, ain't you going to take me to Mrs. Thurston's like what you promised?
Plenty of time for that, Worzel. It's not every day we have a visitor. Come, Weevely Swede. I think I also have a nice piece of sponge cake as well.
Sponge cake?
And how do you feel about a lengthy stay in Piwaka Waka?
As long as there are lots of birds to scare Mr. Crowman, sir, Weevely's more than happy to make himself available.
Oh, how I wish all my scarecrows were as cooperative as you are. Diligent, good-natured.
And hard-working.
Hard-working.
If you don't mind me saying so, Mr. Crowman, sir, I couldn't help but notice a lot of birds around Piwaka Waka. And I reckon you need a good scarecrow in the area.
Well, you may be right. But in any case, Weevely Swede, it's a pleasure to have you around again.
It'll be an even bigger pleasure to see the back of him. Cake.
Hold it, Worzel. You've already had your share.
But I only had one slice, Your Holiness. He's had one slice and another after that.
And he shall have another slice after that if he so desires. Worzel, offer him the plate. And tell me about Brown Cherry Orchard. Did they treat you well while you were there?
Oh, yes, very well indeed, Mr. Crowman, sir. Had a nice posting in a field with a good view of the countryside and lots and lots and lots...
Worzel!
I'm so sorry, Mr. Crowman, sir. It slipped. It was an accident, honest.
Please excuse Worzel's clumsiness. Waiting was never his forte. Pour the tea, please, Worzel.
Pour the tea, yes, Mr. Crowman, sir. Straight away, Mr. Crowman. Lovely cup of tea. There you go.
Did they store you away carefully during the winter months?
Oh, yes, Mr. Crowman, sir. They kept me all neat and tidy in a dry spot in the barn.
Worzel, what on earth are you doing?
Oh, dear. Clumsy old Worzel. I don't know what's come over me, Mr. Crowman, sir. I expect I had a bit had to practice pouring tea and such.
Well, don't just stand there. Go and get a cloth and clean it up. No, on second thoughts, stay here, and I'll get it myself.
Yes, sir, Mr. Crowman, sir. Oi, you. Come here. Are you going to clear off or ain't you?
Eh?
You heard what I said. You ain't wanted here, so go on, sling your hook.
I've only just arrived.
Look, do you want me to tear both your arms out of your sockets? Or would you rather I took that prize head of yours and shoved it up the chimbley?
Worzel!
Oh, the Crowman. There you is. I was just telling our friend Weevely Swede here how very nice it was of him to come down here and visit us.
Enough! I will not have my guests intimidated. Out! Some tea, Weevely?
Thank you, Mr. Crowman, sir. Lovely.
Will you be taking me up to Mrs. Thurston's cornfield now, Your Eminence? Oh, I was as keen as mustard to give them pesky old birds a fright.
There's been a change of plan.
And what change of plan might that be, Your Effluence?
Decided not to take you to Mrs. Thurston's cornfield after all.
But you promised me that job so I could visit my Aunt Sally, what lives across the road.
I made no such promise. I'm afraid that position is already filled. So I'm taking you back to your old posting at Frog's End.
But you can't put me back there, Mr. Gromancer. It's unhealthy. What with the rising damp and the froggies and that green mouldy stuff crawling up my trousers.
I've already thought of that. These will be ample protection against the damp.
But Mr. Gromancer, you don't understand.
No arguments. Get in the truck.
Yes, Your Eminence.
Get off my seat!
Before we go, Mr. Gromancer, do you mind if I ask you a question? If I ain't going up to Mrs. Thurston's cornfield, who is?
Worzel, that is none of your concern. Just do as you're told.
It's him, isn't it? It's him. He's got me job. You've given him my job.
Be silent.
It ain't fair, Mr. Gromancer. You broke your word, and that ain't honest.
What was that, Worzel?
There, all neat and tidy. Oh, who's that there? Oh, my! Isn't he handsome?
Be gone from this place, you feathered creatures! Plague this field no more!
Oh, he has such a way with words. I had never seen a scarecrow quite so eloquent.
He won't! He won't! Be gone from this place! Go on!
Bravo! Bravo!
It ain't fair. I might just as well be rotting on a compost heap. We're all right till that weevilly Swede turned up. Him with his dandy clothes and his big bird-scaring talk. He's got the crowman eaten out of his hand. And unless old Worzel's very much mistaken, before very long he'll have Aunt Sally eating out the other end. I can just see him, sweet-talking her with that honey-coated tongue of his, lowering her defences with cups of tea and slices of cake. I'm sorry, Mr. Gromancer, but I's a scarecrow. And the scarecrow follows his heart. Love comes before duty. Go on up it.
And then there's the backward arm flourish with the full spin.
Oh, I do declare that's most accomplished.
But the one that really gives them birdies the willies is the double arm overhead wave with the erga call and kookaburra twist.
Ugh.
Thank you, my lady. You really are a lady.
Yeah, these here strawberries ought to do the trick. There's nothing my Aunt Sally likes better than a nice, juicy strawberry or three. I knew it. Oh, that jumped-up bag of rubbish. He's courting my Aunt Sally. I'll teach him to go interfering with my intended. Hey, what's he doing now? He's doing kissy-kissy, that's what he's doing. When that does it, I'll bust his parsnip nose and I'll snap his twiggy neck into 12 pieces. Hey, you! You leave my Aunt Sally alone. That's my intended. You've got no business slobbering over her. If anyone's going to do any slobbering, it's going to be me.
It's you, Worzel Gummidge. Might have known you'd have come along and stick your big nose in where it isn't needed.
Yeah, but Aunt Sally...
Making an utter nuisance of yourself like the smelly, bumbling scarecrow that you is. Can't you see I'm making polite conversation with this gentleman here?
Gentleman? He ain't no gentleman. He's an interpolar. And you've got no business smooching with him.
Smooching, smooching. We wasn't smooching. He was just being chivalrous. But then I suppose you being a ignorant, clod-hopping peasant, you wouldn't know the difference, I suppose.
No, Aunt Sally.
What?
Yes, Aunt Sally.
So why don't you push off and leave us polite folk to our small talk? Now! Pardon. So unlike me.
Bossy McCoo, I've been and gone and squashed me strawberry. Aunt Sally had never take them now, they're squashed. On the other hand, I think I know someone who'd really appreciate them. Hello, Weebly Sweet, how you doing?
If you've come to threaten me, you're wasting your breath, because I don't scare easy.
I ain't come to threaten you, Weebly. No, I ain't come to threaten you at all. You see, I've had a good think about this, and I've decided that I really don't mind that you've pinched both me financy and me job, and I've come to offer you my apologable.
Apologible's accepted, Worzel Gummidge.
I've also decided, to show you there's no hard feelings, I'd like to offer you one of my strawberries.
Oh, strawberries? I like nothing better than strawberries.
Yeah, wait a minute. How do I know you won't grab the whole lot?
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but how do I know you wouldn't? Now, perhaps I'd better not risk.
Now go on, this one.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tie both your hands up in front of you, and then you can pick one out with your teeth. That way you won't be tempted to take more than one at a time.
Sounds fair to me. Strawberries. Oh, I love strawberries. Oh, strawberries.
Yeah, put your hands there then.
Oh.
There you are. That's it. Get the strawberries.
Oh, strawberries. Oh, it's been a long time since
Are
strawberries.
you ready?
Oh, no, they...
Go on then.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you're going to the smarty pants now, isn't ya? Yeah, go on. Yeah, I don't think you're going to interfere with my Nancy. Go on up there.
Worzel Gummidge! Put down that big book this instant! Do you hear me? Oh, quick! Stop him!
What's going on?
He's driving him towards the cliff!
Don't come back no more, never! Where's he gone?
You have killed him.
No, I hasn't.
Yes, you have. We saw you. You pushed him off the cliff.
Murderer! I ain't a murderer. We're in accidents. He fell over the cliff himself.
Accident, my foot! You pushed him over! You've done him in!
You better come quietly.
Don't try anything funny.
Well, don't just sit there, get after him! Quick!
Dear, I ain't a murderer. Mr. Coleman! Mr. Coleman!
You're wasting your time. He's away on holiday. Lucky devil.
On holiday? Well, when's he coming back?
2 or 3 weeks.
Here.
Haven't I seen you before?
No, mister, you hasn't.
This is very familiar.
It's a bad business, all right. I've seen his face around. I just can't think where.
Not much chance of catching him now, I don't reckon. He's bound to have shot through. Mind you, I plan to keep my eyes open. Could do with that $3 grand reward they're offering.
Excuse me, did you just mention reward?
Oh, $3,000.
Have you seen him?
Me? I don't mix with common criminals. Never seen him before in my life.
Oh, one. Ain't done nothing. Oh.
Worzel! Worzel! I know you're there! Worzel! Show yourself this instant! How dare you keep a lady waiting! Worzel! Aren't you going to speak to your intended? How's we going to elope if you won't even show yourself?
Elopes? Yeah, Sally, when you says elopes, do you mean elopes as in running away for to get married?
Of course I means it. What else?
And does it mean we could start life afresh as young newlyweds and go to some place where nobody knows what I've done, where we could have a nice little house with a garden and a white picket fence and everything?
Yes, yes, yes!
Oh, Aunt Sally, if you really means it, you'll make old Worzel the happiest scarecrow in the whole wide world.
Oh, I means it, all right.
Well, in that case, Aunt Sally, how about a little kiss, just for starters?
Kiss?
Yeah, you can plant it right here. There. Well, go on, what are you waiting for? Oh, Sally, I'm looking forward to a lot more of them. After we're married, of course.
Yes, well, you wait here while I go to the police. While I go and pack a few things. Don't let anyone else see you.
Yes, Aunt Sally. Anything he says, Aunt Sally. Because old Worzel loves you. More than a crow loves a field full of corn. I reckon you're more beautiful than roses, Aunt Sally. Roses sprinkled with morning dew, or a parsnip freshly plucked with the mud clinging to its sides. When we walks down the aisle, the church bells are clanging and the relevance asks if we does or he doesn't, and you start weeping and sniveling with joy. Old Worzel will take you in his arms, and he'll kiss you before the old conglomeration. And that moment will be the bestest moment in his whole empty life.
Here you are, sir. Your pea waka waka tonight.
Oh, with extra mango juice.
Of course, Mr. Cronin. Just as you requested.
Hello, who have we got here? Oh, hello, it's you, Rufus. You trying to tell me? Bad news. Worzel wanted. Worzel wanted by the police.
Worzel. Worzel, wake up.
Oh, hello, Aunt Sally. Is we ready to go?
Oh, yes, Worzel, we is.
Well, that's good, because I got a funny feeling if I hangs around here much longer, I was going to get nicked.
Worzel Gummidge.
Here, Rosifer, what about a cup of tea for me, then?
What do you think this is? A blimmin' youth hostel?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Right. There you go.
Is that all? Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Sim. What about mixed slice of cake?
I can let you have a couple of wine biscuits. Staff Kitty doesn't run to ghetto.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Right, I'm just popping out for 10 minutes. Don't you go wandering off.
Here, Bossy McCoo, I'd recognise that whistling anywhere. Oi! Well, I'll be Flopalooty. That's Weevily Swede. Oi, Weevily, where you going?
Who wants to know?
Well, me, you great big bag of silage. Worzel Gummidge, down here, by your feet.
Ooh, you Worzel Gummidge. What are you doing down there, then?
Never mind about that. What are you doing up there? You're supposed to be dead.
Is I?
Yeah. Don't you remember? You fell off a cliff.
Did I? I remember scaring birds in Mrs. Thurston's cornfield, and then I remember waking up on a shingle pit with this nasty bump on the head. Ooh.
Then you don't remember me not pushing you then?
Oh, no, don't remember that. Oh, what's that on your hand?
Oh, that's a chocolate macaroon. There's hundreds of them down here, and you can have all the cups of tea you can swallow.
Is this an hotel you're staying in?
An hotel, yeah, that's right, yeah, this is an hotel.
I've always wanted to stay in an hotel and eat chocolate macaroons. Did you think I could book myself in then?
Oh, I don't know about that. They're very busy this time of year. But I'll tell you what, you can have my room if you like. You see, as I was such a good friend.
Thank you, Worzel Gummidge. How does I get in then?
Just go round the front. You find the key hanging on the wall outside my room.
Righto. See you in a minute. Hotel chocolate macaroons.
Look, Weasley, the keys are on the wall over there. It's the big one. Let's take the big one. That's it. Come on then, open the door. There we are. Here's the key. That's it. In you go. Back yourself up.
Macaroons. Chocolate macaroons. Lovely. Hotel. Ooh. Oi! When am I going to get some service? I want some chocolate macaroons and I want them now!
Now, listen, Sonny, you're beginning to get on my nerves. Now, are you going to keep quiet or do I have to take steps?
Ooh. Good day, Hosifer.
Can I help you, madam?
Well, I should seriously hope so. I've come for my reward.
For the Gummidge case.
That's right. I'm the one who shopped him.
So you are, so you are. Just one moment and I'll write you out a cheque.
Well, come on, I haven't got all day. I've got a lot of shopping to do. I'm going to buy myself a very expensive evening dress, a few pairs of high heels, and 3 or 4 dozen cream cakes.
Ooh, cream cakes. I can do with some cream cakes, especially as they've got no chocolate macaroons.
Waverley Swede, what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for room service, and I've been waiting for quite a while. This hotel's not all it's cracked up to be.
Just a moment. What name did you call him?
Worzel Gummidge. His name is Worzel Gummidge. Now, give me the money. It's mine.
No, just one moment. Come here, you.
What?
Are you Worzel Hedgerow Gummidge?
No, I am not. I'm Weaverly Swede.
Weaverly Swede? But according to my brief, you were murdered on the morning of the 17th by Worzel Gummidge.
He was. I saw it.
But if he was, what's he doing in the cell? And where's the suspect? And how can he be a suspect if he's dead?
Well, that's your problem. I can't be expected to know everything. Now give me the money. It's mine.
Young woman, you are in very serious trouble.
Hands off me. I'll have you know that I am a lady.
Maybe. But it seems to me that you've laid a false complaint and tried to defraud the police department out of $3,000. Now, until I get this matter sorted out, I'm putting you in here with your half-witted accomplice.
I can't stay in here with him. I'm not a common jailbird. I'm an Aunt Sally. An Aunt Sally!
Oh, shut up!
I hope you both realise the trouble and inconvenience you've put me through. I don't want anything like this ever to happen again.
What are you going to do with us now?
I've deliberated at some length, and I've decided that the best course of action is to put your rivalry to constructive use.
Begone, you feathered creatures! Plague this field no longer!
What's King Arrow? You petty black cow!